Hello friends. Welcome back to my channel. I haven't made a video in a while, and the reason for that is I have been preparing courses for you all, astrology courses, and I have finished my first astrology course that is now up on my website, and I will put all the information down in the description. It is having to do with Varshaphal, or also called Tajika Astrology, which is also the solar return in Western astrology. But this is based on the Tajika system of astrology. In the Indian, they call it Varshaphal. There was a man named Nilakanthi who wrote the book, and he basically wrote down all of their techniques. This astrology is the precursor to Greek and Roman astrology, and which is the precursor to Western astrology. And it is extremely detailed and very interesting, has a lot of different aspects to it, just like regular Vedic astrology. However, it is what I use mainly to predict. I think it is extraordinarily accurate. So I really wanted to get this course out because I really do believe in this method of astrology. It's something that I have a lot of emotional investment in because I believe in it. So I've had amazing results with it. And I wanted to make it available to you all. And so it's on my website now. So I just wanted to announce that. Also, I wanted to announce that I'm now doing tarot readings, and they're kind of incorporated with some shamanic journeying, and I haven't put that up on my website yet, but I'm going to put it up either today or tomorrow. And I really had to kind of prepare myself for this again. I used to do those a few years ago, and you know, I really have to kind of be in touch with that other side of life. And I've been preparing for that. So I really do believe that I am ready for it. And so if you're interested in that, I'm offering those services as well. So yeah, that should be fun. And then I've been doing readings, just doing a lot more readings lately. And I also had, we redid our house. We had wood floors put in, so that's been kind of, you know, there's been a lot of banging and stuff going on in the house, so I didn't want to, I had to kind of make videos around that, and I didn't really want to do that. So yeah. So today's video is a little tasty tidbit of the Varshaphal astrology, and or solar return if you're a Western astrologer. In the Tajika system, they have something called the year lord. All right, every year has a year lord, and it's just one of the aspects of Varshaphal or Tajika astrology. And the year lord, just by what the year lord is, that's going to tell you a lot about what's going on in the person's life for that year. And you always calculate the solar return from the moment the transiting sun hits the natal sun, and so it's solar. And of course, I always use the tropical zodiac, but especially you want to use the tropical zodiac for this because it is based on the sun and the tropical signs. Also, when the year lord is one of 4 different things that you really want to analyze while you're analyzing someone's year. And so this is just one aspect of it, but it really is going to say a lot about the person's year when they have a certain year lord or a certain planet as the year lord, okay? And of course, you always want to look at the strength of that planet, and you do that in the regular Parashara strengths or Western strengths, if it's exalted, if it's debilitated, if it's in a friends or enemy sign. And the way you tell friends or enemies in Tajika astrology is different than it is in Parashara astrology. And or if it's in its own sign is very powerful as well. A planet's powerful. So like Jupiter right now is in Sagittarius. It's obviously extremely powerful. Okay, so if the year Lord is the sun. The sun has to do with the government, leadership or leaders, working for the government, becoming a politician. The sun has to do with starting something new. If you're not involved with the government or being a leader or becoming a leader, or even becoming the boss in your profession, you know, moving up, moving ahead, the sun is our power and influence. And so that usually increases when we have the sun as the year Lord. The sun is new things. It's brand new things. So if you start something new, that could indicate you have the sun as the year Lord. And then the sun has to do with the father, fatherly figures, the boss. The sun is our skeletal system and our teeth. The sun is the foundation, according to Parashara. The foundation of the body is the skeleton and the bones, okay? And I know in Western astrology they say it's Saturn, but in this system it is the sun, okay? For the medical or health astrology, okay? And so those are all indications of what could come into your life when the sun is the year Lord. Now the moon of course is the mother in her comforting role, in her comforting motherly role. The moon is the home, you know, the feeling of being home. It's not the actual house. The actual house is ruled by Mars. Mars rules real estate and buildings. But going home, feeling at home, you know, feeling comforted and taken care of, that's the moon, okay? The moon is water, you know, lakes or the ocean. The moon rules music. The moon rules satisfying our dearest desires, the closest desires to our heart. So if the moon is the year Lord and it's waxing, or even if it's waning but it's strong and it has good aspects to it, that could give you your heart's desire. That could give you what you have been working for and trying to achieve. You finally get it with that moon. And the moon rules, let's see what else the moon rules. I'm just drawing a blank right now. But all in all, having the moon as the year Lord usually means you'll have a wonderful year. Okay, or, you know, it has to be in pretty decent shape. There has to be a lot of afflictions to the moon if it's not going to give you a good year, but usually it gives you what you want. And the moon is also a feminine planet, so you don't have to really work very hard to receive what you wanted for so long. You can kind of just sit back and let it come to you, okay? In the masculine planets, the cruel planets as they call them, those are the planets when, like for this example, the sun, that's where you're going to have to work a little harder to get what you want. But when you have Venus or the moon, usually as a year Lord, you're not going to have to work as hard. Okay? And the moon is luxuries in Gemini astrology. The moon is luxuries and kind of taking it easy. And the moon also rules if you're a mother, you feel very happy and fulfilled in that motherly role. Okay? So all of those things can come into play when the moon is the year Lord. Mars. When Mars is the year Lord, real estate comes into your life, some kind of building, something having to do with your house or any land you own or real estate you own. Also siblings. Mars rules the siblings. And also Mars rules breaking things. So you can break something important to you. You can also cut yourself when Mars is the year Lord, because Mars rules cutting. Mars rules logic. Mars rules jumping into action when it's necessary, getting something done. Mars gets things done right away. It wants to take care of problems right away and not wait around, you know, and wait until the problem kind of solves itself. So that's those are all martial type of aspects that could come into your life when Mars is the year Lord. Mercury. When Mercury is the year Lord, business is very prominent with Mercury. Business, friends, meeting new friends, and getting together and having fun. Games. Mercury rules games, so that could also come into your life. And Mercury rules like the cousins, and Mercury is the apprentice. Mercury apprentices. He's called something sovereign. But anyway, he's the prince. Mercury is the prince in the planetary kingdom. Mercury also rules over law, so any type of law having to do, not getting sued. I mean, if it's connected to the 6th house and if it's in bad shape and there's Mars with it, yeah, there might be a lawsuit. But Mars rules dealing with lawyers. And also Mercury, believe it or not, rules arts and the performing arts. According to Gemini, that's the profession that he gives or can give. If it's connected to the 3rd house in some way and Venus in some way, because Venus is entertainment, then you can be involved in the performing arts or get more involved in art. Okay? And then Jupiter. Jupiter is wisdom and learning, philosophy, wealth. Jupiter will increase your wealth, usually, if he's your Lord. I give a lot of examples in this in my course, and I give all examples of all the planets, but I just really remember Steve Jobs when he increased his wealth by millions of dollars was Jupiter was the year Lord, and or you can get a new guru or a teacher or spiritual mentor, and then all things ruled by Jupiter. Children too. If you're a woman or a man, you'll have children during that year. It has to be pointing the 5th or 9th house and have what they call the progeny Shaham. And then you have also, if you're a woman, Jupiter can give you a husband because Jupiter rules the boyfriend or the husband. So you can also get into your relationship if you're a woman and Jupiter is the year Lord. And then Venus. Venus is relationships. You can get into a relationship no matter if you're a man or a woman. That's the biggest thing Venus rules. It also rules marriage. You can get married if you are already in a relationship. Venus rules swimming pools, believe it or not. Venus rules luxuries like the moon. Venus rules comfort. Venus rules nurses. Venus rules, anything from the world that you derive pleasure. That's what Venus rules. Venus is deriving pleasure from the world. And then, and how well you can derive that pleasure from the world. And then also Venus rules students. So being a student, or you could get students. Venus rules making choices. If Venus is the year Lord during the year, those choices that you're going to make during the year is going to propel you down the path you want to go or not, depending on if you make good choices or not. Okay. Now Saturn. Saturn rules illness and sickness. Saturn rules hard work. Saturn rules being alone, being solitary. Saturn rules focus and concentration. So if, for example, this year my year Lord has been Saturn, and that's all I've been doing is concentrating on these courses and trying to get them out, and really concentrating on building my business. And then also I'm building another business. So I've been really kind of isolating myself to get things done, wanting to, kind of connect and intermingle with people for a career, but I've been really concentrating on the nitty gritty and the work that needs to be done for me to move forward. Okay. So that's what Saturn rules. Saturn rules illness too. You can get sick a lot during a year that you have Saturn as the year Lord. And that doesn't mean just like a cold or something inside of you. You can also hurt your arm. You can break your arm or break one of your fingers or any of those types of things. You can definitely pull muscles or have sore muscles because Saturn rules the muscular system and the tendons. And then Saturn rules people that are under you, your subordinates, people that you have authority over. So if Saturn is your lord, you could have people come under you, or you're having to hire people to do things for you around the house. You know, like landscapers or roofers or those types of people, plumbers. That's Saturn. Okay. But Saturn really just indicates a lot that you're going to be working hard during the year. You're going to really have to focus during the year. Depending on how well Saturn is disposed. Saturn's in Capricorn right now, so if Saturn is the year lord and he's in Capricorn, he's going to get some good results because he's in his own sign. Okay? And so, yeah, that's talking about the year lord. And then you have Rahu and Ketu are not considered to be lords of the year. Not really used that much in Tajika astrology. So, but they are in certain ways, which I
talk about more in depth in the course. So please check out my course in the description. I have it up on my website. And that's it for today, and I'll be making more videos for you all from now on. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye.